Alrighty guys, just wanted to take a little progress update video for you. I depinned these connectors on this computer. This is actually the computer I'm going to use. You can see the one I was testing with last night underneath of it. This one is off of a 4.3 V6 S10 Blazer that I had already licensed. I don't drive the Blazer anymore. It's actually kind of rotting into the ground. So I figured it'd be great to just take the PCM out of it and use it because I already have it licensed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and have and flash in a licensed LS file that I have into that, so that way it can read the crank signal, and I'm going to segment swap it for the 4L80E so it can run it. This way I don't have to spend any money on credits. Now if you're doing this to if you plan on running one of these style PCMs to run your transmission as a standalone like what I'm doing, you would obviously have to buy the PCM if you don't already have it, and you would have to license it. I'm using HP tuners for my stuff, and it's $100 in licensing credits if you don't have credits left on your cable from any other tunes you've done. So, okay. So what I did is pretty simple. I'm going to try to do this one-handed because I don't have any helper right now. So pretty much you take this connector off. Hold on, I'm going to set this down. Okay, so you take this connector, you undo that bolt, and this connector just pulls out like so. Okay, this one's the blue one. So, and here what I did was, if I can get this set up right, there's white little pins right there on both sides. So you can see it right here. I'm going to set the phone down. I'm going to pop this connector off, and I'm going to show you how I depin it. It's pretty slick. It's not that hard to do. So let me see if I can actually set this up. So try to get this on the video. So pretty much see that little white connector doodad. You just press it in with a screwdriver on both sides. You gotta get around the bolt on this one, and you can get that up out of there. Now I'm gonna take and shove in a wire just to show you how to remove it. So pretty much, and if you have to repin it, it's really easy. The back sides of these, just find your pin count number. This obviously is C1 because it's the blue connector. If you need to repin it, which I had to for the ISS transmission input or the input shaft speed sensor, I had to add 2 pins. So really all you do is you take your extra pinned wire, you just shove it into the hole till it clicks, and you're done. So now the easy way of depinning these, if you have a junkyard harness that's already cut, take the cut wire and just shove it through until it comes out like that, and pull the wire out. Once you get done depinning it, you just take this little blue connector and put it back on until it clicks, and you're done. So I'm going to put this back on the engine computer. So same thing. It's a 7mm head bolt, so it takes a 7mm socket, and then you just have to shove it on a little bit. Alright, there you go. So that takes care of that. I will have on a write-up what pins you need and what pin, or just pretty much what pins you need. The rest of the pins you can actually just depin off the connector. And there's my stack of leftover pins. You will have to add a couple to it, but I only had to add 2 to mine. It matters what PCM you get your what vehicle you get your PCM out of. I had to add 2. You might have to add more, so on and so forth. And as I said, I will post up the wiring diagrams that I personally used. Again, this is going to be application specific. So if you get a tune file out of a different computer than what I'm going to be running, which mine's going my tune file is out of 2001 GMC with a 4.8. That's what I'm flashing into it with it segment swapped for a 4L80E. So if you use a PCM out of an 03, you might want to grab the wiring diagrams for an 03, but this should, for the most part, for a P01 style PCM, which is what this is, it should be about the same. So, okay. Now I also had to do the same thing. I had to remove 2 pins out of the transmission controller, or transmission connector, which is really easy. This little green pin right here, or green connector, pin holder. Just shove your screwdriver behind it and it pops up. Give me a second here. Yeah, I make it sound easy. Hold on. There you go. So it just pops out of there. And then it's the same thing with the engine computer. You just take your wire, one of these wires, shove it through it, and pick it out on the other side. I had to pull 2 out because this is actually for a 4L60E, but the 4L60E updated connector and the 4L80, well, the 4L80E updated connector and the 4L60E connector are the same. I updated my 4L80E transmission connector when I was rebuilding the trans. If you are using one and out of a swap that has the old style connector, I highly recommend getting a internal wiring harness with the pass-through connector. I got mine from Rock Auto. It keeps it from leaking around the seal, and it's just a more sturdy connector. It's like, I don't remember how much it was, but it wasn't that expensive. And it's highly recommended. Plus, it makes it easy to find these at the junkyard that will fit on the outside of the connector for the transmission. So, that is where I'm at right now. I'm getting ready to mount the PCM, which I'm thinking I'm going to mount right here with some, probably right about there, with something special. I don't know. I might use some like hold strap or something. But that is where I'm at, and I'll give you another update as I go along.